Over the past 20 years, SpaceX has consistently astounded us with its innovations and groundbreaking concepts for amazing accomplishments of a particular goal. Despite setting so many records, SpaceX has never made us feel tired of it. Instead, whenever they make adjustments, they always pique our interest and get us thrilled. They recently decided to put Starship in the ocean, which shocked everyone, particularly NASA. This is unique since it conflicts with the objectives of cost optimization and vehicle reuse that has given SpaceX's operational style distinction from other businesses and organizations. So the questions are, why did SpaceX feel it necessary to land a Starship into the ocean? What are the plans hidden behind it? Why does SpaceX choose this method for the next Starship flight? Is it a safe landing or not? For the answers to all the above questions, we are here again with another amazing video for all of you guys. But before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, do subscribe to it and also press the bell icon to never miss an update in the future. Let's start the video. Before SpaceX was established, NASA, as the representative of the aerospace industry, always used the vehicle only once. After completing the mission, the vehicle's sections or stages can be easily destroyed by being launched into space, colliding with other celestial bodies, or being dropped into the ocean. We also realized that these techniques are extremely wasteful. Each of these tasks can cost hundreds of millions of dollars, but since Elon Musk founded SpaceX in 2002, this hasn't been the case. When vehicle reuse and cost optimization were added to their list of specialties, they appeared to have revolutionized the aerospace sector. From the first car Falcon 1 to the most recent vehicle Starship, each has been compared to other firms. Even though each vehicle has a unique purpose and goal, they all have one thing in common: they are all reusable. As a result, SpaceX consistently focuses on landing and reuse technologies in addition to the process of creating and improving vehicles. You can land in a variety of methods, including on land, on drone ships, in the water, or via the Starship project. The system for trapping Mechazillus is here. Numerous factors account for NASA and SpaceX's differences. Since its founding in 1958, NASA has served as the official agency for the American aerospace industry in all international space competitions. Since then, when they have been considering their operations, the reuse of vehicles has received little attention. However, they do need to be concerned about money issues because NASA receives funding from the government. Additionally, unlike private firms, they are not under any survival-related pressure to compete. Rather, their only purpose is to research and develop new rocket systems and spacecraft to compete with those of other nations. NASA's objective is to do all possible to uphold the US's leadership position and international competition since it is the official representative of the US aerospace sector. The most crucial factor is who finishes first and meets the goals first in the race. Therefore, nobody wants to squander time learning about and developing a landing and reuse system. As a result, most of their spacecraft like the SLS or Saturn V are not built to be reused for additional flights. Rather, they are meant to be used just once. However, SpaceX is not like NASA. Money is highly crucial because it is the lifeblood of the entire organization. After all, it is a private corporation and all capital must be self-funded. Additionally, SpaceX fights a battle of business and competitiveness to exist, as opposed to NASA, which primarily battles for national pride. A business will fail before taking any action if it can't maintain its financial stability and growth. Therefore, conserving money and reducing costs is essential for private businesses like SpaceX to operate in a highly competitive environment. As a result, SpaceX places a high priority on cost reduction and vehicle reuse in all of its initiatives. Starship is no exception. It is the largest vehicle in existence and its primary goal is to assist humanity in reaching Mars. Starship is a super heavy lift rocket and spacecraft designed to transport a large amount of cargo and several astronauts into the reaches of the universe. The Space Launch System rocket from NASA is dwarfed by the 400-foot tall stainless steel tower. To compare with Musk's spacecraft, place around 5 billboards on top of the ladder. According to SpaceX, its rocket has roughly twice as much thrust. The rocket is built of stainless steel, which Musk particularly likes because of how reasonably priced it is. The monster is powered by 10 million pounds of liquid methane and oxygen, in contrast to NASA's Mammoth Moon rocket, which uses super-chilled liquid hydrogen and oxygen to fly. The new fuel requires less insulation and is less prone to leaks, an issue that frequently delays NASA's missions since it can be stored at more manageable temperatures than liquid hydrogen. The aforementioned aspect alone helps us to grasp how expensive it will be for SpaceX to not take reuse steps. Recent disclosures indicate that many people were shocked by the landing strategy that SpaceX selected for the Starship's subsequent orbital test mission. Instead of using a Mechazillus system to reuse the Starship, they will splash Starship's stages into the water. After seeing from OLM, many people, including NASA, are startled by this proposal. After about 3 minutes of flight, the Starship and the rocket will separate, and the Starship will land in the Gulf of Mexico. The second stage will keep flying until it reaches a height of 150 miles or roughly 241 kilometers. After ascending to this altitude, the Starship will return to Earth and perform complicated maneuvers such as the belly flip maneuver before gradually slowing down and falling towards the ocean's surface vertically. It is anticipated that the Starship will land close to Kauai and the Hawaiian Islands of the Pacific Ocean. About 90 minutes will be needed to complete the operation. Why then did SpaceX pick this approach despite already having the Mechazillus system? Since it was developed, the Mechazillus system has never made any catching processes in comparison to the methods mentioned above. Only flight S-24 and B-7 were launched, albeit this flight wasn't complete. As a result, we were unable to see the system in action because it needs more time to be tested and upgraded before it can finish its mission. The Mechazillus system is also close to tank farms and numerous other buildings at Starbase. It would be dangerous to test a new landing technique there because if something goes wrong, it may result in tremendous destruction, which SpaceX most definitely does not want to happen at this time. SpaceX wants to test the effectiveness of the Starship during the future voyage, thus they are looking for a safe option that will allow them to watch the full operation of the Starship, particularly the landing process. If not for a few unforeseen issues, SpaceX would have completed this earlier during its first orbital flight test in April. Since the landing of the Starship ship in the ocean is undoubtedly the safest options, all hopes will be placed on the second orbital test flight in this case. This is because a Mechazilla landing would not require the same level of precision as a catching arm. 3/4 of the surface of the Earth is made up of seas, which gives SpaceX lots of options for where to land the Starship. If unforeseen failures occur, both people and property will be safer. Anywhere in the ocean is suitable for Starship landings as long as it doesn't interfere with people or vehicles. For safety, landing Starship will be like us jumping from a height, and what mattress is better and safer for the Starship than the ocean's mattress? They can now only concentrate on studying and examining the Starship's functioning. Additionally, landing in the ocean will aid prototypes more effectively than other means of landing, even if accidents do happen. A finished prototype might make it simpler for SpaceX to research and analyze after it is brought back from the ocean. From observations, analysis, and study, SpaceX engineers can develop more changes to Starship that will help make upcoming missions successful. A Mechazillus system landing in the water won't entirely replace it, so we shouldn't misunderstand their respective roles. For the first orbital test flight to accomplish certain goals, it is merely a short-term fix. The Starship will use Mechazilla as its main landing and reuse system since Musk and SpaceX want to land, fix, and launch the Starship in roughly an hour, but everything will need time to get better. SpaceX engineers will benefit from landing in the ocean since it will give them more time to test and improve their Mechazillus and Starship systems before getting started on a truly demanding and arduous task. However, because it differs from SpaceX's operational style, many people, including NASA, may still be surprised by not reusing vehicles and orbital test missions. However, after analysis, we'll discover that this is an incredibly wise and fair decision. It will resemble an archery landing in which SpaceX pulls its bowstring as the Starship enters the ocean to later fire more potent and precise Starship arrows at its intended targets. I hope you liked the video. Let us know in the comment section what thing you find the most informative in the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share.